What's going on, everybody? KKN Comics here, back with another haul. Nothing crazy, just some pull list stuff. Actually, some pretty decent stuff at the end. I had a really good run at the swap meet. Actually, yesterday, but it's been a while since I've done a haul, and I'm happy to be back. And I've been watching all of your guys' videos. Over the past month, I've been dealing with some stuff, but still collecting and still happy to be here. And all your guys' videos are awesome. And let's get into it. I got a lot of books, but nothing crazy. First book here is The Avengers Operation Hydra. It's the variant edition. It's just it's pretty neat. Nothing crazy. It's a small story, and then there's also a I don't recall off the top of my head. They reprint issue, it might be issue 6 of the Avengers, but kind of cool. And that's haul stuff. I mean that's back issue stuff. I love G.I. Joe, as you'll see towards the end of the video. I have picked up a lot of G.I. Joe stuff at the swap meet. I'm not into the IDW part of G.I. Joe. You know, it's kind of lost its luster. I hope the lighting is okay. It's kind of lost its luster to me, but this intrigued me. It was a couple weeks ago now, the Death of Snake Eyes Part 1. We'll see. Larry Hama has a tendency to kill characters and bring them back, so we'll see if Snake Eyes is dead. But we'll see if he remains that way. And this is Part 2. You know, I just don't like the... I just don't like the drawing. I don't like the art of it anymore. I'm not sure why. It's just not. It's not my cup of tea. The way they draw, the way IDW pencils or have their artists pencil. Part 2. I think there's a Part 3, but not positive. And this right here, just the Secret Wars Wolverine toy variant. In terms of Secret Wars, I'm indifferent towards it. Not a fan, but not a fan, if that makes any sense. I do love the Deadpool cover. I showed that in my last video, I believe. Right here. Last month, I believe, DC did the Joker 75th anniversary variants. There's a couple that I liked. Of course, my favorite being the Jock cover. Love the way Jock draws Batman, and love the way he draws the Joker. It's just fantastic. So, that was really the only one I picked up. But really cool. Really, really awesome. Alright, and I had a good run went to the swap meet yesterday, and we're in San Diego. Comic-Con's this upcoming week. What I thought might happen is I thought I might see a few more comic vendors, a few more comic books, and sure enough I did. And I decided a couple weeks ago to finish my G.I. Joe run of the original A Real American Hero stuff. All first, the 80s, early 90s stuff, and so I really went looking for some G.I. Joe, and there's a vendor there who I know usually has some, and sure enough, he didn't disappoint. So the next probably 7 or 8 books, maybe 9 books, are all going to be G.I. Joe run fillers. Story on this book, G.I. Joe number 26, The Strangest Secret of All. It's the beginning of, if you know G.I. Joe number 27 is the origin of Snake Eyes, this is kind of the beginning of that story. And this book I saw for $5, and usually it's probably a $10 or $15 book in this type of condition. And what bugs me is I must have had a brain fart. I'm thinking $5 is a great price, and the moment I get home to rebag and board it, I knew right away as I pulled it out, it's a second printing. Not that a second printing is bad, but I want first printings. It's just simple as that. So I definitely will upgrade and get a first printing of that for sure. Yeah, I was bummed out. I didn't know what, I didn't think of. Yeah. Whatever. Hope everyone's doing good. It's been a while since I've been on here. G.I. Joe number 46. Awesome Mike Zeck cover. Mike Zeck did a lot of the covers that you're going to see here. That's Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow. You guys should know. Just pretty awesome cover. Real sharp. And then these are all fillers. Some of the, there's... I'm reaching over here. God, I'm so terrible. G.I. Joe number 53. Again, Mike Zeck cover with the Marvel Universe frame. Really awesome. Really great cover. Great book. That is, of course, Snake Eyes, who's one of my favorite characters in the Marvel. Well, not technically, is he part of the Marvel Universe per se? No, but definitely one of my favorite G.I. Joe characters for sure. G.I. Joe has a few key issues. There's a lot of first appearances, but it's just because there's so many people in G.I. Joe. But, G.I. Joe number 1 is a key issue. Number 155, the last issue, is probably the most valuable. Just hard to find because of the low print run. 26 is a key issue. 27, of course, is a key issue. And G.I. Joe, probably the greatest story ever told is G.I. Joe 21, which is the Larry Hama drawn and written, because there's no words, but he drew that, and that's the first appearance and origin of Storm Shadow. I don't have that book. It's insanely hard to find in high grade. I was at a comic convention, and guy had one for a decent price, and I balked at it, and I'm kicking myself ever since. But let's get through it. Let's keep going. Right here, G.I. Joe number 55. Nothing crazy about that book. Just a filler. Actually, I think this is the first time you see Destro and Cobra Commander unmasked. So
there's like the inside of the window.
Oh, I hit the button on my computer. G.I. Joe number 56. Nothing crazy on that book either. All filler. G.I. Joe number 57. I believe that's the first appearance. If you're familiar with G.I. Joe, that's the first appearance of who is it? Sergeant Major. First appearance of Sergeant Major. Number 58, Cobra Commander cover. All really cool stuff. G.I. Joe number 60. You could consider this, it's a key issue because of who did the artwork. This is actually Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane cover, Todd McFarlane artwork. Yeah, pretty cool. And then G.I. Joe 64 is one of those issues coming up here that has a lot of first appearances. Let me see if I can remember them all. I know Psych Out, Hardtop, Sci-Fi, Frostbite, Backstop, I think, is this issue, and Payload. Found a swap meet for 50 cents. Found 2 of them, actually. So, why not? It's not like I'm going to be... I'm not going to resell these at all or anything, but... And G.I. Joe number 126, first appearance of Firefly. So, cool, nothing crazy. Last but not least in the G.I. Joe, this is G.I. Joe Special Missions number 1. Decent copy, I'd say fine plus. Herb Trimp artwork. And the artwork that Herb did for, rest in peace, that he did for G.I. Joe is legendary. It will always be some of the best artwork. And he drew the Joes just so perfect, so lifelike. Next book is a book that I've wanted. I got for 50% off at my local comic shop. Kind of random. Giant Size Chillers number 1. It's the first appearance of Dracula's daughter Lilith. It's in VG shape, but it was 50% off of $35. I got it for $15. Thought that was a fair price. I've always kind of wanted it. I like Lilith. I like the character. It's in decent shape. Cover's nice, but happy to pick it up. Happy to pick it up. And if you guys watched my videos a couple videos back, I told you I was going to go after first prints of all Watchmen. So continuing that, these are all near mint copies. Watchmen number 512, of course. Going to continue getting that. Watchmen 6 of 12. Got both of these for $5. Very, very, very fair price. And happy to have. Happy to have. Now the next 3 books are the last 3 books. And got them at the swap meet yesterday. And very happy to have found them. This is my second copy of this book here. This is not in this Superman number 317, the iconic Neal Adams cover. This is my second copy. This is probably in VG shape. I got it for $2 though, so it was well worth it. It might even be in less than VG. It's probably in good condition. But it is the iconic Neal Adams cover. I know James Omega Shin just got his copy, nice high grade copy. I will say this: if anybody wants this cover because it's Neal Adams, just shoot me a mention in the comments, and maybe we can do a trade or some sort of thing where be more than happy to part with it. Like I said, though, I'm not going to float anybody's boat. It's not in great shape, but it is what it is. It's a Neal Adams cover, and people aren't buying 317 for the issue. They're buying it for the cover. The next book, again, not in great condition, not at all. Water damage all over the place. But I saw it. The guy had it marked for $35, which I laughed at. I ended up paying $15 for it, which I thought was fair. It's probably not worth anything more than that. But everybody has this book right now, and I don't have it. Miss Marvel number 1. I picked it up simply because everybody else has it, and I don't. But you'll notice there's water damage on the top and the back. There's some color break creases right here. The actual presentation of the cover is not bad. The corners, except for the top left, are decent, but it's off-white pages. But like I said, you could tell he was a very aggressive seller. He wanted to get rid of it, so I got it for him. $15 I thought was fair. I wasn't going to pay a dime more than that, and he definitely wanted to unload it. So Miss Marvel number 1, I can say at least I have a placeholder copy. Now the next book, the last book I'm going to show you, every now and then you see a cover, and I've said this a few times before, every now and then you see a cover that just absolutely takes you, just strikes your fancy, and you can't look away. And this happened on this book. I was looking at a seller at the swap meet, and he had a bunch of Silver Surfer. I think this is the second volume. It's not the first. Now, just take a peek at this book. This is Silver Surfer number 35. This is part of the Thanos run, which I think ran in the 30s, and he had all of them. But this was a seller who knew what he had, and he priced it accordingly. He had them all for $15. I got this one for $7. But look at the cover, and in this book, it's basically Thanos takes Silver Surfer to the planet Solaria, I believe, and is just going over his thoughts on the galaxy, and it's besides the great book, this is in near mint condition, every bit of a 9.4, 9.6, beautifully drawn Thanos, Silver Surfer, the rainbows, the pink in the the Marvel Comics, the Silver Surfer outlined in red, the rainbow, the blues, the yellows, how Thanos is drawn. This book just captivated me, and even my girlfriend, she saw it and was like, that's an incredible cover. I knew I had to have it. It's so bizarre, but I absolutely had to have it. I don't know what this book goes for. I paid $7 for it, which I thought was fair. He had it marked for $15. The way Thanos is going, and Drax is in this, and Kronos is in this issue. There's only 4 people in this issue: Thanos, Silver Surfer, Drax, and Kronos. Had to have it, and I love this book. It's going into my personal box, and just purely for the cover. I've not seen a cover like this. Just awesome. So that's my haul, guys. It's good to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. And, until next time, I'll still be collecting and still be watching your videos. So keep cranking them out. So that's it for me. Scissor Gang, deuces, Thanos. All right, guys. Peace.